Can ChatGPT really take over your SEO tasks? We tested its operator mode and uncovered what no one else is talking about. It promised to help with competitor analysis, keyword research, SERP monitoring, and link building. We put all of it to test. The results? Well, let's say some were a disaster. But there is one thing Operator did well, and it might save your time. Stick around to see what worked, what flopped, and what should definitely be skipped. Let's dive in. So, what's all this Operator hype about? It's basically ChatGPT with hands. It can browse the web, click buttons, fill out forms, scroll, and supposedly do your SEO tasks for you. It runs on GPT-4o with vision capabilities, so it can actually see and interact with web pages. At first, we put it to the competitor analysis test. We asked Operator to analyze SEO ranking against 2 of our biggest competitors, looking at SEO performance, content strategy, and backlink profiles. This is where we came across our first bottleneck. Operators struggle to access the specialized data needed for a meaningful analysis. The insights it did provide were generic, scattered, and hard to trust. Then we tried a different approach. We used its takeover mode and gave the Operator our logging, hoping it could pull detailed and more accurate SEO data and just drop it straight into Google Sheets for easier analysis. We watched it work, crossed our fingers, made some coffee, came back, but look what happened. It stopped halfway through. Just left the task unfinished. It's not ideal when you were expecting an in-depth competitor analysis. This is an obstacle you would never run into with a dedicated tool like SEO Ranking's competitor research. Unlike the AI-powered behemoth, SEO Ranking does the work in a few minutes, providing you with full access to organic and paid traffic data, backlink profiles, top-performing pages, historical data, and more for any domain. No guesswork, just clear, accurate, and actionable data. Next, we tested SERP monitoring. We asked Operator to collect the top 10 results from both Google and Bing for 3 queries and organize them in a spreadsheet. Surprisingly, this part actually worked. For small tasks, of course. It quickly grabbed URLs, titles, and descriptions for single queries. But when we asked it to handle multiple queries and organize them properly in a spreadsheet, it struggled. This is actually one area where Operator could be useful. If you just need quick SERP data for a few queries, but for anything beyond basic monitoring, you'd still need dedicated tools. Next up, keyword research. To test this task, we asked Operator to conduct comprehensive research for the target keyword, programmatic SEO, using SEO Ranking's platform. This was perhaps its weakest area. Despite us giving it full access to the comprehensive keyword data, Operator provided extremely limited information, which again was quite disappointing. It gave us basic stats like difficulty, search volume, and cost per click. No related keywords, no questions, no search intent analysis, nothing insightful. SEO pros who do in-depth keyword research know this barely scratches the surface of what you need, not a win in a book. Finally, link building. We tested 2 things: checking if backlinks to SEO Ranking existed on specific URLs and drafting outreach emails. When checking backlinks, it responded quickly, but wasn't entirely accurate. It marked several pages as having backlinks when they actually didn't. Where Operator actually performed well was with email outreach. It effectively scanned through emails, identified link building opportunities, and drafted quality responses. If outreach is a big part of your workflow, then this feature might be worth exploring. So, after all our tests, is ChatGPT's Operator worth it for SEO? As of the moment we're recording this video, not really. At least not for serious, in-depth SEO tasks. Operator's potential is clear, but it needs some growing up to do before it's a stable in your SEO toolkit. As of now, it's too slow for efficient SEO work, not reliable enough for data-critical tasks, requires too much babysitting, and is of course limited in accessing specialized SEO data. However, it's quite useful for small, repetitive tasks like drafting outreach emails, basic SERP result collection, and preliminary research that will be double-checked. But when it comes to deep dive tasks like competitor or keyword research or large-scale audits, you're better off with dedicated SEO tools like SEO Ranking. It gives you accurate, in-depth SEO data paired with user-friendly dashboards, easy data integration, bulk expert options, and way faster results. Now, over to you. Have you tried Operator for SEO yet? Did it deliver or disappoint? Drop your experience in the comments and let's help the community figure out what's actually worth using. By the way, we also tested one more AI agent, Deep Research, for the same SEO tasks, and it performed much better. The link's in the description, so go and check it out.